Those...
We're in deep space. I can't hear you. How are y'all this morning? All right, that's a lot better. We had a great day of competition yesterday. I tell you what, your gracious professionalism on and off the field is greatly appreciated by myself and everyone here at Georgia First. We appreciate you being here and everything that you've done. Thanks for being such great role models with your creativity, your excitement, your determination, and your sportsmanship. Keep it up today as the competition intensifies and we continue to endeavor to crown the overall champion here at the Albany, Georgia Destination Deep Space District event sponsored by the Boeing Company.
Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to liven up a little bit. Are y'all awake yet? Oh my goodness, wake up, wake up. All right, so regardless of how your team is ranked right now, I hope you see the bigger picture. First isn't about the competition, first is about building the future. It's about building a community and building leaders, which I've seen a lot of here, so you guys are fantastic. First is sort of a modern-day version of the NASA design team, which sent space explorers to the moon in 1969.
Now, you may not know this, but the average age of those engineers was only 28 years old. That meant that they were only 18 years old when President Kennedy issued the challenge to put a man on the moon. Just like those 18-year-olds who developed the skills for a previously unimagined task, you students are also preparing for careers that may not currently exist. First is just one of the stepping stones to a much bigger world.
Reflect on where FIRST is taking you and where it will lead you in the future. No matter how today turns out, whether you win or lose, remember it's part of a much longer journey to help make this world a better place.
And once again, let's thank our season-long sponsor who is also leading the future of space exploration, the Boeing Company. Let's give them a big hand. And now, please join me in welcoming to the surface of Planet Primus our first speaker. He is the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs for Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College. Please welcome Dr. Jerry Baker.
Good morning, and welcome to the competition. My first exposure to FIRST was in 2008. I was living in North Carolina in the Raleigh-Durham area. I was invited to a meeting to hear about FIRST Robotics. And there was an effort made to try to create a nonprofit to give more structure to support and fundraising for FIRST Robotics in North Carolina. I joined the board of directors at that time, serving in many capacities on the board. And when I moved to Georgia in 2014, I looked up robotics in Georgia, but I really didn't get involved. And a few months ago, I was asked about helping to support a team at Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, and I immediately said yes, because I can't think of anything else that you are doing today that will help you prepare for the future better than FIRST Robotics. I think there are 4 things that robotics does, FIRST Robotics. Number 1, you need to solve problems, not become a problem. And too many young people today become a problem and are not interested in solving problems. So you had to solve a problem. The second key element of FIRST Robotics, in my opinion, is there's a deadline. Life is full of deadlines. And the neat thing about robotics is you've only got a few weeks to build it and solve that problem. The third thing is it's teamwork. There's not a team out here today that is going to win based on just one person's ability. It's the entire ability of everyone on that team. And the fourth thing I think that is really great about FIRST Robotics is it's fun. If you don't enjoy your job when you get out of high school or college or wherever you go, get out of that. But FIRST Robotics is always fun. I've always enjoyed being a judge when I was in North Carolina. I judged from 2008 to 2014. So the judges that are sitting down here today, I know are committed to making sure that you're having fun too. But I do hope that everyone here today has a great time. I want to extend a real personal thank you to all the parents and sponsors and coaches, mentors, advisors. You are making a real difference in the future of these people's lives. Thank you for what you do to them and for them so they can be here today and compete. Again, I hope all the teams and all the students here today enjoy this, and the gracious professionalism is really part of the entire experience. Thank you very much.
We all know the critical role our volunteers and sponsors play within our events. They are the backbone of everything that we do. Our next speaker serves both of these crucial roles. Please give a warm welcome to our local planning committee chair for Albany and the manager of professional services for Neos Technologies, Mr. Jason Beaver.
Good morning, Georgia First! As Ms. Frizzle alluded to earlier, we need a little bit of more liveliness in the stands. Good morning, Georgia First! There we go! Hey, I just want to say real quick, thank you to every single person that walked in here today. We could not do this without all of our mentors, without all of our volunteers, without all of our field resets and our cuers. Without all of our AV people, we would not be here right now enjoying what it is that we are enjoying. So 50 years ago, approximately, 2 people stepped foot on the moon with 10 other people shortly after. But we know those people, but that all started with a dream. And that dream became a reality because of the people behind those 2 people. So every day we walk in here and we see what we see are people working together. And when those people work together, they do amazing things. So I want to make sure that before you leave today, you say thank you, thank you, thank you to every single person you meet. Because we are the future of this planet. We are the future of Planet Primus. We are the future of beyond. So this is just one small step, man, but this is a giant leap for all personkind. Thank you very much. I hope we have a great day. That's the end of my speech. Congratulations. You all have a wonderful time. We will see you all shortly on the field.
All right. Now, please welcome back the judges. All right. Hopefully you've all had the chance to meet them and impress them a little bit with what you've done and what you've accomplished. So good morning to the judges. Thank you again. And please welcome another hardworking group, our referees, over on the side.
Please show your appreciation for another talented group of volunteers, your robot inspectors in the bright yellow hats, and the CSA volunteers in the bright orange, led by lead robot inspector Mr. Jeff Reese and lead CSA Mr. Charles D'Angler.
That's it.
D'Angler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got it. She got it.
Now, there are also many volunteers that put in countless hours of work and planning before and during these district events. So let's start to recognize this incredible group. Please show your appreciation for your field volunteers, which include your field reset team, it keeps the game moving smoothly, your cuers, your scorekeepers, and your FTAs, led by FTAs Jackie Holland and Rick Cosbab, and also field supervisor Adam Cherney.
Quick side reminder, all the teams have to be re-inspected after their final match to be eligible for the playoff tournament, so make sure you look for those guys in the yellow hats. Your pit volunteers, which include pit admin, spare parts, and safety glass attendants, and your awesome pit admin supervisor, Misa, Melissa Cosbob. Whee! I love her.
And there are many volunteers working behind the scenes, like our welcome attendants, those that work the volunteer registration, and our ambassador coordinators. And also, we can't forget to mention our fabulous, fabulous volunteer coordinator, Miss Sarah Shannon.
And yes. And let's not forget the crew that not only keeps the field in working order, they also spend countless hours making sure your robots are competition ready. Please give a huge Georgia First thank you to our Georgia Power Machine Shop crew.
Thank you, Georgia Power. Now, here's what schedule looks like today. This morning, we're going to finish up the qualification matches. We have about 15 of those to go. And then we're going to go immediately into the alliance selection, where the top 8 teams will each pick 2 alliance partners. The 8 alliances will move on to the playoffs, and after a lunch break, we will begin the playoff rounds and end the competition with an award ceremony. It's going to be an exciting day, so stick around.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem being performed by the Peachtree Albany All-Team Choir.
All right, before we get these robots powered up, we'd like to hear a word from our sponsor, Levant Gokin.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoops.
There we go. Good morning, everybody. How was yesterday? Today will be even more exciting, and I've got one thing for you. We've asked you guys to thank a lot of folks. We have a ton of awards to give out today for the teams, and I need the team's help because I have one award. I've got a volunteer impact nomination form, and I would like to ask the teams to think really hard. Think about who you would want to say thank you to. Who was that one volunteer that you think made the biggest impact to you guys this season? I'm going to have these forms at the pit admin table. I want you to fill one out. Convince the judges who you think that person is. There are 2 mounds. There's a mound of Bounty and a mound of Charmin out front. Whoever you nominate, the winner is going to get a year's supply of Charmin and Bounty as a thank you. So please think about it. These forms are there, and let us know. I've got one follow-up for all the teams. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
And once again, let's give it up for our Albany sponsor, Procter & Gamble. And now let's prepare Planet Primus for the competition. Teams, come out and power up your robots.
And now our new game announcer is going to be Mr. Roy, the man with the plan and the crazy hair.
Attention, paging Jamie Long. Paging Jamie Long. Are you in the building? You're needed at fieldside. Paging Jamie Long. Please come to fieldside.